There. Hi, you guys. I'm on the deck. I'm on my deck of my new house. Um, my friend Daniel, God bless him, he's been coming in and out of town for a day or two here and a day or two there. And he's, as we speak, hi, Sandra. As we speak, he has just taken the car and gone down to Home Depot to pick up some things. Things to put things together. Things to put things together, like a tape measure and a leveler and a few other things. Boy, am I wiped out. I don't know if you can tell. It has been an incredibly productive, busy week. Hi, Sherry. Thanks, you guys. I don't know why you keep showing up. I'm like, I don't have so many exciting things except my big move. And boy, is that exciting. I can't wait. So I joined the pool this week, which is about 15 minutes from here. And I have the lake. All right, lake. Where's the lake? But I'm not going to swim in the lake. I think I'm going to swim in the pool and walk in the pool and do all of the stuff that I do in the pool for strengthening. Let's see. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Julie. Um, I, yeah, I am. I'm happy, but even more than happy, I'm like beginning to see. I love Jerry Hamill. She talks about that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. It's a good thing, and I'm beginning to feel that. And I love. I feel um, like a lot of the people on the lake. It's a private lake. They have boats and they do all kinds of things like skiing, water skiing, and just floating on the boat. It's so wonderful to watch. So I've not been the kind of person that's taken many vacations, or I really haven't allowed myself the luxury of time, mostly because since I started doing all the lipedema stuff, I've done that like almost to the exclusion of a lot of other things. And now this is opening a pathway. Uh oh. If I wear my sunglasses, then I can't see the chat. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky thing. So, as you can tell, I'm incredibly congested because I'm still working on all the central lymphatic stuff. Uh, oh, hi, Anne Marie. And hi, Summer, Sun. Wonderful. So good to see you guys. So, all this congestion, I am doing work with it to try and eliminate it. It's definitely stuff that's related to the central lymphatic dysfunction that we've been talking about. So, we have um, Dr. Perrin, who many of you know because he came last time we had. When did he come? He came last fall. So he came last fall. And then we had him in Boston and he did a training, which was wonderful, by the way. So that's Dr. Perrin. And then we have Perry Nicholson, and they call him Dr. Perry. So um, So Dr. Perry is going to be one of our keynote speakers for September coming up. And uh, I have been working with him. I had a consult with him, and I am going to be having a one-on-one session with him in August, and really starting to work on the lymphatic dysfunction more directly. So that's really good. That's in between moving and doing everything else. Um, oh gosh. So July has been about self care. There's been a lot of talk that we've had about, well, what does it mean, self care? Um, Now, mine is a little convoluted because I'm working harder in order to get to the place where self care becomes a common day in and day out experience so that it's not an anomaly or just happening on occasions, but it's part of my everyday life. I'll let you know how it goes. But for right now, it's just wonderful. One of my favorite things that I got, I'll just show you once I put it together. I started to put it together and I couldn't get it to work. I got an ice chest on wheels. So it's an ice chest with a tray for glasses and stuff. And to keep ice, I love ice. I love stuff that's cold. So I splurged on it, but then I couldn't get it together. So I hired somebody, a couple of guys, to come down and put together a bunch of stuff. I have furniture coming in. Everything has to be put together. And on the, you know, on the reviews on the websites, like on Amazon and on Wayfair, and where else did I get furniture? I got furniture from a number of different places. There'll be a little comment always. Looks good, it's sturdy, well worth the money. A little tricky to put together. It took 2.5 days, but hang in there. And I'm like, ain't gonna be me. I don't have the patience for it. So I think I told you all the reason that motivated my move is my landlord sold the building to these wonderful people. So the realtor um, referred me to this person that he uses, Frank. And so Frank and some of his guys are coming on Tuesday. And I found someone to clean my rugs. Oh my God, you guys must be so bored with all of this. To me, it's the most fun thing. Like, there are all these decisions. Here's the thing, no matter what we do, there are decisions. Um, so, with the rugs, I had to decide, do I get them cleaned in my old house or do I get them cleaned in my new house? Is it easier to do which? So I hired someone to get them clean in my old house. And then I thought, well, let me try. So the guy who can clean them in my new house called me back and said, oh, yeah, we can do that easy, no problem. So he's coming on tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. And the guys who are putting all the pieces together, and my friend Daniel, who is now at Home Depot, he should be back in a little while. He just installed my big flat screen TV with a new sound system. I got something called a sound bar. So here's all this stuff. And here's the thing that I'm always amazed at. I wouldn't know what to do or how to piece it together. But the right people show up at the right time and they do it. And I just like, tell me what you need, I'll do whatever you want. And so Daniel's done this for me numerous times. He's just been so kind and generous. But here's the other thing that is kind of fun. I share all this with you because I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Um, so I've been in Boston, Cambridge area my entire life, which is 75 years. And like over 40 years ago, I was seeing an acupuncturist. His name is David, wonderful acupuncturist. And I can remember the day when he started to talk about water purification. And I am a big water purifier kind of gal. So I bought one of his systems. So I remember him saying to me, I wonder if it'll amount to anything and yada, yada, yada. So I bought one of the systems back 40 years ago. He's been doing it all these 40 years. And so it's like a multi level marketing. And, he's the head honcho. So I finally feel like I'm not going to be picking up and having to move again until I die. My next move is under, I'm not going to go under, I'm not going under. I'm going to have someone scatter my ashes somewhere beautiful. But that's not going to happen for a while. So I contacted David and I said, can I get an upgraded multi pure water purification system? So he's coming next week to put in a house one, a household one, because I've had a portable one for 40 years. Because I guess at some level, I always knew I wasn't quite settled yet. I had so many different places. Let's see. Hi, Kristen. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. No stairs. Hi from Texas. Hi, Stina. Um, yeah, that was the big thing. I had to be in a place where there wasn't any stairs. There are stairs here. Let me be clear. There's a downstairs. There's an absolutely gorgeous room in the basement that I'm making into a guest room because I can't do the stairs. So I'm going to put my desk there, which I'm not doing much office stuff right now. So I'll put my desk there, and it can serve as an office and as a guest room. So that's what I'm doing with that part. And it has a view of the lake you could die for. And um, and I'm thinking, how long is it going to take before I get bored of looking at the lake? Maybe years, maybe a decade. I can just put up my feet. And I've also started to, you know, as I was buying things, I went on a little bit of a buying binge because you don't know what's going to look good because it's all online. So I got a table and I really fell in love with the table. And I said, is this big enough? I didn't think it was big enough. So I got a bigger table. And then once everything's here, I'm like, oh no, too big. So I'm taking the bigger one back and keeping the medium size one. So if you're in the neighborhood, you are always welcome to come and hang out with me on the deck. And we can put our feet up on one of the um, ottomans, and I have rockers, ottomans, and just relaxation. So come visit me. Hi, Marcia from Texas, and Sharon from Oregon. Wow. So, a little bit about the central lymphatic dysfunction. You know, there's a number of us that have been experimenting, and I think we're making some progress. At least I feel like we are. And for that, I am incredibly grateful, even though there's lots more progress to be made. I love that slowly, day by day, things are coming along. So when I think that's a boat. I think that's a horn on the boat in the lake. Oh gosh. So what I was saying is this thing about persistence. Even though I didn't say it or use the word, that's really what I'm talking about today. Because, you know, it's been a long haul, and it feels like this whole thing has been going on for months, and it has been. At one point I was going to be moving to the West Coast, and then I'm like, no, that ain't going to work. I can barely go up and down the stairs. How am I going to drive from Boston to Seattle? So that changed, and then I found this place, and then one thing led to another, and each and everything happened for me. Let me say that again. Often we think of things that happen that seemingly have negative consequences as being not good. And I don't know, it's a change of frame, being able to see whatever happens